Welcome, Aries souls, both the loyal cosmic veterans who've been blazing with me through the Zodiac jungle for a while, and the freshly curious firecrackers who just stumbled in wondering, wait, why does everything in my life feel like it's about to explode? Well, first of all, welcome to Zodiac Talks Tarot, where we don't just decode the stars, we drag their meanings into your real life, sprinkle in some psychological insight, and toss in a touch of Buddhist wisdom, and yes, the occasional celestial side-eye. So pull up a metaphorical meditation cushion and let's talk about what the universe is cooking up for you, Aries, because honey, it's spicy. Now, here's the scoop. At exactly 1 a.m. on June 6th, Venus returns home to Taurus. I don't mean metaphorical home like when your cousin moves back in after college, I mean actual home, her astrological palace, where she stretches out, throws on silk pajamas, and starts lighting incense for love rituals. But don't let her chill fool you, this is not just some romantic fluff in the sky. For you, Aries, this is a cosmic wake-up call with a velvet glove. Venus is beaming right into the sector of your chart that deals with self-worth, values, and, brace yourself, emotional grounding. I know. Grounding isn't exactly your love language. You prefer running headfirst into love with the brakes cut and the music loud. But this time, the universe is asking you to pause, reflect, reclaim, and most importantly, receive. Because here's the plot twist, the twin flame portal is officially wide open. Think of it as a karmic gateway, and you, dear Ram, are charging through it like you always do, boldly, beautifully, and maybe a little recklessly. But here's the spiritual catch, only the chosen ones get tapped for this kind of energetic upgrade. And spoiler alert, if you're listening to this right now, yes, that means you. What does it feel like? Imagine waking up one day and suddenly your senses are dialed up to 11. Food tastes more soulful. Songs feel like they were written just for you. A random breeze carries the scent of someone you haven't even met yet, but your heart already knows them. That's not indigestion, that's Venus and Jupiter pulling the veil back. And yes, with Jupiter sitting at 29 degrees Gemini, the love dimension is cracked open just enough for your soul to sneak a peek. So, Aries, this isn't about rushing into a whirlwind romance. It's about remembering your worth so deeply that the universe can't help but mirror it back to you through someone who finally sees you. And maybe, just maybe, you'll slow down long enough to recognize them. Or at least make eye contact before setting the whole portal on fire. Either way, you're not here by accident. You were chosen. So let's do this right. Let's talk about the part no one warns you about. The physical side effects of soul-level transformation. If you've been walking around lately with tingling fingers, random waves of emotion hitting you like a cosmic truck, or that tight, almost electric feeling in your chest, no, you're not losing it. And no, you're not having a panic attack, though if you are, breathe, you're still divine. What you're experiencing, my dear Aries, is a full-on heart chakra ping. This is the body's way of saying, hey, we're recalibrating for something big. Like, twin flame big. Now, for those of you who've been around the spiritual block, or just binge-watched too many tarot TikToks, the concept of a twin flame isn't new. But here's where it gets interesting, when the Venus-Taurus portal opens and your system is aligned for this kind of encounter, your body becomes a GPS unit rerouting to your cosmic counterpart. It's like Waze for the soul, except instead of turn left, it's more like face your unhealed wounds and don't ghost your own growth. Fun, right? And it doesn't stop there. This portal doesn't just bring them into your energy field, it brings everything else you haven't dealt with too. Venus, in all her love and beauty glory, shows up like a cosmic Marie Kondo. Suddenly, you're dreaming about that ex from 2009 who used to quote Nietzsche and didn't believe in labels. Or maybe you're walking through alternate versions of your life in your sleep, dimensions where you chose a different path, a different person, or a different version of you. That's not your subconscious being messy. That's Venus doing emotional detox. Here's the twist, those dreams of closure? They're not the ending. They're the clearing. Because as every Aries knows, even if they hate to admit it, sometimes you have to burn the bridge before you can see who's waiting on the other side. So if you're saying goodbye in your dreams, don't mourn, get excited. It means your soul is making space for the one it's truly been calling in. And if all else fails? Just blame Venus. She's got good taste, but she never promised this would be subtle. Let's be real, Aries, you're not exactly known for your patience. You like things fast, fast answers, fast cars, fast love, and ideally, fast Wi-Fi. But lately, have you noticed your dreams feel different? More vivid, more symbolic, more like an IMAX movie directed by your higher self on a caffeine bender? That's not just your subconscious throwing a party, that's your soul screaming through the veil because you haven't been listening to the whispers. So now? It's pulling out the big guns. You see, during this Venus-Taurus portal, your dreams aren't dreams. They're downloads, think cosmic memos sent directly to your third eye from HQ, multidimensional symbols, flashes of other lifetimes, strange conversations with people who don't technically exist, yet, all of it matters. These nocturnal adventures are previews, not puzzles. You don't have to solve them like a crossword. Just notice. Write them down. Don't brush off that dream where your ex was holding a glowing map and speaking ancient Greek. It probably means something, and it's probably not about your ex. Now, let's talk signs, not star signs, but the kind that slap you across the face in the middle of the grocery store when a song from 2006 makes you cry over frozen peas. Yes, Aries, the universe is being obnoxiously obvious right now. 1111 on your phone? That's not just a time, that's a cosmic nudge. Lyrics that sound like they were written just for you? That's spirit doing karaoke through your Spotify. These synchronicities aren't cute little coincidences. They're breadcrumbs leading you to your twin flame, your dharma, or at the very least, a version of you who's not still ignoring their inner voice in favor of external noise. But here's the catch, and I say this with love, you've got to stop bulldozing through them like a fire sign on a mission. Slow down. Notice. Receive. And if you do happen to miss a sign or two because you were too busy chasing your next thrill, don't worry. The universe is patient, even if you're not. It'll just keep turning up the volume until you can't ignore it. That's the blessing, and the chaos, of being one of the chosen ones. Let's have a heart-to-heart, Aries. Literally. Because right now, Venus isn't just playing matchmaker in the stars, she's doing open heart surgery on your soul. And no, it's not the kind you can walk off with a protein shake and a pep talk. This is an upgrade to your heart chakra, and not the kind that comes with a user manual. She's rewiring your entire system, not just so you can fall in love again, but so you can finally love yourself. Yes, even the version of you that impulse buys crystals at 2 a.m. and then ghosted your therapist. That version? The one with the fiery temper and the "I'll do it my way" tattoo on your energetic aura? She's lovable too. In fact, until you fully embrace that chaotic, cliff-diving, beautifully unfiltered self, the universe is going to keep delaying the arrival of your divine counterpart. Because real love, Aries, the kind that sets stars on fire, only finds you once you stop hiding from yourself. And then there's déjà vu. You've been feeling it more often lately, haven't you? That weird moment when a conversation feels scripted, or someone walks into the room and you swear your soul just did a double take. That's not coincidence. That's timeline overlap. Your soul GPS is rebooting, trying to reorient you toward the people, places, and lifetimes you've forgotten, but never really left. So when you find yourself staring at someone and blurting out, "Have we met before?" don't panic. You probably have. Just not here. Not now. But in some other version of you, in some other life, under some other stars, you knew them. You loved them. And now the universe is handing you the coordinates again. And let's not ignore your body, it's wise in ways your mind hasn't caught up to yet. That sudden rush in your chest, the way your hands tingle around certain people, or that moment when someone laughs and it feels like a forgotten song, that's not just chemistry. That's soul memory. Your body holds echoes of past life promises, long-lost touch, and energetic signatures that defy logic. Twin flames aren't about checklists or compatibility reports, they're about goosebumps, eye contact that short-circuits thought, and the undeniable sense that something sacred has returned. So if you're feeling off, cracked open, or unusually emotional, good. It means you're syncing up with something ancient, wild, and beautifully real. Just remember, handle your heart like the holy thing it is. And maybe don't try to logic your way through it. This is one of those feel first, understand later upgrades. Aries, let's talk about your aura, yes, that invisible but undeniable field of energy that's been acting like it had 3 shots of espresso and a full moon smoothie. With Venus luxuriating in Taurus, your electromagnetic field isn't just glowing, it's practically buzzing. Think of it as your soul's Wi-Fi signal reaching full bars. People can feel you walk into a room before you even say a word. Some stare. Some blush. And yes, some exes might suddenly remember you exist and come crawling out of the digital graveyard known as your blocked list. Don't take it personally, or do. But just know, it's not about vanity. It's not because your new moisturizer finally kicked in. It's physics. You're aligned, amplified, and radiating like a lighthouse in the middle of a lovesick storm. The chosen ones? They don't just enter a room, they shift the entire vibe. And guess what? You're one of them. Now, if your emotional world hasn't already been flipped inside out by this portal, just wait until June 9th. That's when Jupiter, the great cosmic truth teller, enters tender, intuitive Cancer. Translation? The vibe goes from romantic fantasy novel to emotional memoir with bonus spiritual downloads. This is the moment when things get real, like, soul-level real. Expect revelations. Expect someone to say something that unlocks a truth you've been avoiding. Expect to wake up knowing exactly who is meant to be in your life, and who's just been hanging around like an old hoodie you haven't thrown out yet. This isn't drama for drama's sake. This is clarity. Jupiter in Cancer doesn't just speak, it feels. So if you find yourself crying over a conversation that wouldn't normally shake you, or suddenly craving more connection and less chaos, don't fight it. That's the universe gently, or not so gently, steering you toward people who feed your soul, not drain it. Bottom line, your aura is lit. Your truth is incoming. And your emotional compass? It's finally pointing home. Just don't be surprised if everything, and everyone, starts reacting to your energy like moths to a very enlightened flame. Let me tell you something, Aries, you may be known for your impulsiveness, your fire, your need to sprint before anyone else has even tied their shoes. But right now, that energy? It's being refined into something divine. That heartbreak you thought would take years to unravel, you know, the one that made you swear off love or at least dating apps. Yeah. Venus in Taurus and Jupiter in Cancer are teaming up for a bit of emotional alchemy, and they don't move slow. This isn't therapy with a 5-year plan. This is cosmic deep cleaning on fast forward. The grief, the confusion, the why did I ever fall for them spiral, all of it is being flushed out of your system like spiritual Drano. Because here's the truth, the chosen ones evolve under pressure. You weren't built for comfort zones. You were built for transformation. You were made to turn pain into power. So, what can you do with all this swirling energy? It's time to get intentional. Build a Venus altar, something sensual, sacred, and just a little extra. You'll love that part. Copper coins, green stones, velvet, rose petals. Make it a vibe. And don't stop there, eat beauty. Touch softness. Smell sweetness. Let yourself receive love from the world around you. Yes, that includes saying thank you when someone compliments you instead of nervously cracking a joke about your awkward childhood. These little rituals, they anchor your energy into the present. They say, I'm not waiting for love. I am love. Journal. Reflect. Ask yourself, what do I really believe about love, and where did that belief come from? Rewrite the script. Set clear intentions between June 6th to 9th, because this window is basically a cosmic Amazon Prime manifestation delivered in record time. And Aries, wear something that makes you feel like the main character, because you are. Attraction isn't about the outfit, it's about the energy underneath it. And finally, remember this, your love story doesn't live at the end of the road. It's not waiting for you on some mountaintop after you've figured everything out. It's already alive, flickering in your chest, humming through your aura, rooting itself in your soul. This is your moment. You're not just chasing destiny, you're the damn wildfire that forges it. So enjoy it. Laugh too loud. Dance barefoot in your living room. Whisper sweet nothings to your plants if you have to. This is your turning point, Aries. And if this message found you exactly when you needed it, do the Aries thing and take action, like, now. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's also walking their own flame-lit path. Because here at Zodiac Talks Tarot, we're not just reading stars, we're living them.